Great morning. Aren't you? Isn't it good? Oh, beautiful, beautiful treatment. That was so beautiful. That song was so, it's so perfect for my lesson this morning. So perfect. Oh, thank you so much, Johnny. Okay, Dar, your turn. Your turn. So my topic this morning is everything plays in your favor. Now, I put this topic in a folder to send it in, but when it was time to send it in, I had no idea what it was about. So I sat down and I did a meditation, opened to Spirit, said, okay, show me. What do I need to know? What do I need to talk about? And it was like the universe just handed me this talk. So if you don't like it, it's Spirit's talk, okay? I'm telling you now, this is Spirit's talk. So I just followed along, all right? And so I opened to this talk, and I got nine statements. And I will share with you what they are. The Dancing Woman, the Academy Awards, earthquake in New Zealand, Justin Bieber's haircut, uprising in the Middle East, a song, a commercial, surrender, a treatment, a scripture, and another song. Okay, now sometimes when I receive this stuff, I kind of wonder if any of it at all fits together, all right? Because that sounds pretty random, doesn't it? And but over time, I've learned to trust it. Just trust it. Go with it. See where it's taking you, all right? And as I do that, what I find is that everything plays in my favor. That's our topic. Everything plays in my favor. That's just the way that it works out. So it appears that the things, this happens in life as well. And many times in life, it looks like the things that are happening in our world have absolutely no relevance. None. Okay? And suddenly, you begin to realize that what appeared not to be relevant or what appeared to be random really is relevant. It really does have something to do with something else. It really is all related, and that there's a point to all of it, okay? But we have to be listening. We have to be paying attention. I'm going to emphasize that. We have to be paying attention in order for that to come through us, all right? So I prepared this talk this morning based on those 9 points that I took down. And interestingly enough, as I began to just sit and write about one idea, it would flow into the very next idea. I didn't even have to change the order in which I received it. It just flowed, see? And I'm going to tell you now that if it feels random or unrelated to you, then that's okay. That's okay, because what I do know is that due to the synchronicity of the Spirit has it lined up so that every single person in this room receives exactly what you need to receive this morning, whether it appears that it has anything to do with anything else or not. So, we'll start with the Dancing Woman. Okay. About a month ago, I was walking out of the bank, and there was this woman standing on the curb. And she was singing praises to Jesus. And she was happy. She said, Jesus is gonna take care of me. She was singing, and she was dancing as she was singing. And it was interesting because I was loving it. I was really loving it. But because she was so wrapped up in what she was doing. She wasn't trying to convert anybody. She was just happy. She was happy, and I enjoyed watching her. But I also enjoyed watching the people who were passing by her, okay? Because they were looking at her like, oh, God, this poor, crazy woman, okay? This poor, and other people were walking by her like they were very annoyed with what she was doing. And yet, she wasn't bothering anybody. She was just singing, and she was just dancing because she was happy. And I thought it was fantastic. Fantastic, because I thought to myself that if we simply knew what the universe has already given to us in the same way that she believed Jesus was going to give it to her, we'd be dancing too. Wouldn't we? Yeah, because you hear me a lot of times saying, I don't understand why we're not dancing based on what we know. Okay? So I loved it. I loved it because she was so happy. She was so sure. She knew. And I thought to myself, that's where I want to be with my teaching. I want to be in that space. Okay, so that's point number one. Point number two, the Academy Awards. Now today is the day of the Academy Awards, right? And all the stars are coming out tonight, and they'll be in all of their glamour, all their finery, and they're all coming out for the same reason. They all want to hear those 4 coveted words, and the winner is, with their name at the end of the sentence, right? Okay, all right. Now I think it's absolutely wonderful to watch the Academy Awards. I love it. I love to honor the talent of these great actors. And I love to experience the glamour and the glitz. You know, I like that opulence. I like that, okay? So, but I think that some of us become just a little bit too preoccupied with the lives of the television and the movie stars, and we forget in the process about managing our own lives. Now, the other thing that I've noticed is that we often hold these people up as the standard for each of us, the standard body type, right? You know, if I don't have a body like Beyonce, then I don't look good, okay? If I don't sing like Mariah Carey, then I don't sound good. Okay? But we forget that the reason that people love Mariah Carey is because of her unique voice. We forget that the reason people love Mariah Carey is because she sounds like Mariah Carey. See, the other problem with this movie star syndrome, that's what I call it, that we see going on in the world today is that some people actually begin to live vicariously through some of these movie stars. And when they do that, they tend to get upset. They actually get upset with the choices that these other people are making in their lives. People they don't even know. See, everything plays in our favor when we remember that there's only one star in our show, and that's us. That everybody else in our show is the supporting cast, right? So we get to star, we get to be the writer of the show, we get to be the director of the show, we get to star in our show. See, but when we give that kind of power to other people, we're letting them be the star. So when we begin to be ourselves, to see ourselves as the star of our own show, to see ourselves as good enough, then it all plays in our favor. It all flows. See, I don't have a desire to look just like Beyonce. Well, maybe a little. Well, okay, I'm up here now. I got to tell the truth. Maybe a little, okay? But the interesting thing, though, is that if I looked just like Beyonce, the best I could ever be is a Beyonce look-alike, right? Okay. See, I want to look like Dar. See, because I can't do Dar wrong. I do Dar darn good. Yeah? See, that's the thing. That's the thing you want to recognize. See, that's the thing we have to each recognize. I'm the star in this show. I'm the star, okay? I don't have a desire to sound like Mariah Carey or Christina Aguilera or I'm not sure how to say her last name, but because the thing, if I were to sing just like her, the best I could be is a sound-alike. I want to sing like Dar, even when I hit the bad notes. That's the authentic me coming through. That's the way Dar does it. See, I don't have a desire to even get up here and speak like Dr. J or Dr. Cynthia or Reverend Lacey or Reverend Mary Jo, and all of them are fantastic speakers. All of them. But if I were to do that, the best I could do would be to be like them. Now, I aspire to their excellence.